Hey, it's Sally here. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 5 physical signals that a woman's body can struggle to hide when she's recently shared intimacy with someone else. This isn't about turning you into a suspicious person. It's not about sabotaging something good because of fear. It's about awareness. Living with constant doubt slowly drains you. If something is happening, you deserve clarity. And if nothing is, then understanding these signs can finally give you peace of mind. So take a slow breath and really listen, because once you see this, it's hard to unsee. There's a reason the body often reveals what words try to cover. The first sign is a clear shift in eye contact. Eyes tell you more about emotional connection than almost anything else. When a woman begins investing emotional or physical energy elsewhere, her brain goes through subtle changes. One of the first things that shifts is how she looks at you. This isn't about occasionally glancing away. Everyone does that. What you're looking for is a consistent change in pattern. If she used to hold your gaze while you talked on the couch, when you walked through the door or during dinner, and now her eyes constantly drift toward her phone, the television, or anywhere but you, that's significant. Guilt is difficult to sustain under direct eye contact. It creates internal tension, and the body responds automatically. Watch closely what happens when you unexpectedly catch her looking at you. If she snaps her eyes away too quickly, if there's a split second of unease before she forces a smile, that reaction matters. It can signal discomfort with visual intimacy. When someone feels divided internally, it becomes harder to look at the person they're emotionally pulling away from in the same way. The second sign shows up in the neck and chest area. Now we're talking about something more physical. The neck, the nape, and the upper chest are highly sensitive and deeply intimate zones. After recent intimacy, these areas can remain heightened in sensitivity for up to a few days. That's not drama, that's neurology. Pay attention to how she responds if you gently kiss her neck or touch her nape the way you always have. If she suddenly stiffens, flinches, pulls away, or reacts as though the touch feels intrusive, even though it never used to, that change is important. These areas store tactile memory. If someone else has recently been touching her there in an intimate way, her nervous system may still be processing it. The key here isn't one isolated moment, it's contrast. You're comparing who she was before to who she is now. When emotional energy shifts, the body often reflects it before words ever do. Awareness is power. It doesn't mean you accuse. It doesn't mean you panic. It means you observe patterns calmly and honestly. Because clarity, even when it's uncomfortable, is always better than living in silent confusion. On a deeper level, she may start guarding certain areas of her body without even realizing it. Pay attention if she suddenly keeps her hair down all the time, when she used to tie it up, especially if it now constantly covers her neck. Notice if scarves, higher necklines, or chunky necklaces become part of her daily look out of nowhere. The body has a natural instinct to shield places that feel emotionally or physically marked. It doesn't have to be something you can see. Sometimes it's just heightened sensitivity she feels internally, and her behavior adjusts to protect that space. The third signal shows up in something as simple as a hug. A real hug is vulnerable. When a woman hugs you with genuine connection, her body softens and leans in. There's warmth, stillness, and presence. But when her intimacy is invested elsewhere, that embrace can change. The hugs may become brief and surface level, almost automatic. You might feel her arms around you, but her lower body stays angled away. It can feel like a polite gesture instead of a heartfelt moment. If she consistently pulls away first, if every hug feels rushed, that shift matters. This is what I call a distancing hug. Her mind knows she should act normal, but her body wants space. Look beyond hugs too. Think about the small, spontaneous touches that used to happen. A hand brushing your arm, fixing your collar, squeezing your hand for no reason at all. If that casual affection disappears, it's worth noticing. Physical touch carries emotional focus. When someone's attention is redirected, their touch often follows. The fourth signal is in scent, skin, and personal grooming. Many women have routines they stick to, but when someone new enters the picture, there's often a noticeable upgrade in self-care. Watch for sudden changes in perfume, especially fragrances you've never seen before. Notice if her skin feels different because she started new products, or if her hair is styled with extra effort she doesn't talk about. These details might seem small, but they're not random. When a woman is preparing to be admired, held, and desired, She becomes more intentional about how she smells, how her skin feels, how soft her hair is. If you're not the one experiencing that effort, it's natural to question where that energy is going. The fifth and final signal is breathing and comfort when you're physically close. This one is subtle, but once you notice it, it's hard to ignore. When a woman feels safe and emotionally aligned, her breathing around you is slow and relaxed. But if there's guilt or unresolved intimacy with someone else, her nervous system can shift. Her breaths may become shorter or slightly uneven, even when nothing stressful is happening. It's not necessarily fear of you, it can be anxiety about being exposed. The body responds before the mind has time to control it. Also observe how much physical distance she creates. Is there always something between you on the couch? A pillow, a blanket, space that wasn't there before? Does she turn away in bed when she used to curl into you? Physical space often mirrors emotional space. Now here's the important part. Seeing one of these signs doesn't automatically mean betrayal. Stress, personal struggles, or emotional overload can cause temporary changes. But if you're noticing several of these shifts happening together, consistently, you're not imagining things. You're picking up on patterns. This isn't about reacting with anger or insecurity. It's about respecting yourself enough to acknowledge what your instincts are showing you. Clarity may be uncomfortable, but self-respect always requires honesty.